Why, David? It's too early. Why would you be 32 and retired?
Well, I guess retired, when we talk about retire, I don't have to work for somebody. I have multiple streams of income that I basically own, and learning how to trade, just basically changed my life. To capitalize on a skill set that nobody can take away from me. So being retired is just basically not having to go and punch a clock and work for somebody.
Okay.
But I do have multiple businesses that I own.
Oh, nice. I've always wanted to tour the Bahamas.
It's really nice.
Would you be kind enough?
Awesome and ever.
Okay. Wycliffe, karibu sana. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, good. Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Kenya. My name is Wycliffe Sewe. I'm a trader and a Forex educator as well, and beyond. And I'm 30 years old, and basically I've been in the trading business for 2.5 years now. And just as my colleague also mentioned, just to echo his sentiment, I'm also retired as early as 30 years old. This is actually what I do full-time, trading and training as well. Thank you.
All right. But you're not retired yourself, Wycliffe?
I'm active in trading.
Okay.
And trading as well.
Because David has retired, but you're active. When people hear the term for Forex trading, they think it's a bit bougie, a bit up there. So let's just demystify and break it down for people. What is Forex trading before we even get to the online part?
Awesome.
Yeah, David.
So that's a good question. When people hear the term Forex, first they get intimidated. Well, just think about it. I just traveled 17 hours to come to Kenya in the last day. And when I came over to Kenya, I came with US dollars. For when I came here, I had to exchange my money from the US dollar into Kenyan shillings. And, there was a conversion rate, so for example, every 1,000 Kenyan shilling is basically equivalent to 100 US dollars. So when you have the conversion rate, that's basically, foreign exchange, changing one country's currency from their country's currency into another country's currency. So what we're doing is just basically, digital. Now, the banks have been doing it for years and years, and I challenge anybody, to check their online banking during the mornings because, they trade all week long, Sunday through Friday, and then, the cryptocurrency is on the weekends, but the banks are doing it every day. So,
every day.
When I learned that I can actually, learn a skill set that the banks have, and basically take that for the rest of my life, it was a no-brainer. Once you know how to learn how to make money, from a skill set, it's just like riding a bike. Most of us probably haven't rode a bike in years, but I guarantee you, if we was to bring a bike out here and I said, if you could ride down the street, I give you $10,000, you probably would pop a wheelie. That's a skill set you learned, a long time ago. So, what we teach everyone is not, it's more or less a skill set. You come in and you're learning, because once you learn how to trade in the markets, that's really what it is. Nice. Trading one currency to another country's currency.
Wycliffe, it's been 2.5 years for you with online Forex trading, you said?
Sure.
How has it been for you, and why choose this area of expertise?
Wow, that's a lovely question. Thank you so much for asking. So, personally, what actually made me to come into Forex business? Initially, I used to work I used to be in a corporate world, and then I used to think of myself, what actually can I do extra to bring extra source of income in my pocket? So I decided to think through until a stranger actually posted on social media why, if you want to learn more about Forex trading, actually inbox. And I took a step of faith and inboxed the stranger, who took me through the introduction of what Forex is all about. Then actually it resonated with me, it clicked in my mind, because I was like, this is the kind of business that I want to be in. First and foremost is a business which you can actually do it anywhere across the globe, be it in Kenya, be it in the US, be it in Europe, which means this a mobile business, right? And again, you only need an access of a smartphone, an internet, and then you're good to go. And then it's a business which operates 24 hours, right? Open 24 hours, which means even if early in the morning I wake up, do my tradings, and then the rest of the day I can also do some other stuffs. So when I looked at the advantages of participating in this business, I was like, this is what I want to jump in. And again, when you look at the Forex business, this market is so huge. For your information, over 6.6 trillion US dollar gets transacted every single day, and I wanted to be part
How
of
much
this.
again?
Over 6.6 trillion US dollars, the amount of money
Every day.
exactly the amount of money that gets transacted every single day. So I was like, how can I be part and parcel of this movement, or how can I position myself to create my pie and eat my pie from this 6.6 trillion US dollars, which is being moved by the market every single day.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's talk about cryptocurrency, because that's something, David, that you mentioned.
That's sure.
How is the uptake so far? How are people resonating with it?
So the thing is with cryptocurrency, and right now I think Bitcoin is about 19,000 and some, and it's kind of, it's fluctuating. But crypto, the skill set that we're learning, you can actually trade Forex currencies along with cryptocurrency, and it's you have to understand that's what we want to teach people how to do is understanding the markets. When you first look at the charts, I tell people this all the time, it looked like an EKG machine to me, and it was challenging in the beginning, but once I put in the work to actually learn how to read the charts in the market, it becomes familiar. Like Wycliffe said, you can wake up in the morning and you're familiar with looking at the charts, regardless if it's trading the Kenyan shillings or the US dollar or the Great Britain pound or trading Bitcoin. Once you have that skill set, it doesn't matter what you're trading. Stocks, you're familiar with the charts and you can capitalize on it on either market.
How you mentioned skill set. What does it take for you to be in this business?
So, few things, like Wycliffe said, smartphone or computer. You would use a broker. I know Kenya has a few regulated brokers here, and then there's an app you would download that's called MetaTrader 4, a free app, and you have to find educators. Like for myself and Wycliffe, we're educators for a company that's called Beyond, and we train hundreds and thousands of people. Basically, this is my third year, being a Forex trader and training. This is my second time in Kenya. When I first came, I had a 2-day event, where we had 100+ people in there, and now my return to Kenya, there are people that were at this event that's now educating others. So it's kind of like you're learning the skill set, just like in school, college students, you go in and you study for a degree, and then you come out, instead of us having to come out and look for a job, we study and learn a skill set in trading, and we actually come out making money.
So you say this is 4 years for you so far?
This is my third year.
Your third year?
Correct.
And you've retired already?
Yes.
Can we have a conversation after this?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Can we have a conversation after this? But Wycliffe, when you monitor the intake of cryptocurrency and Bitcoin within the country, how has it been so far? Are people warming up to this idea?
Okay, good. You see, when you look at these concepts, you'll realize that these are concepts which kind of look like a bit new, especially to the young people across the country, and that's why so many young people, or so many people right now, what they're actually looking for, where can they actually get that information, or where they can actually get guidance on how actually to invest in such kind of tradable items. So right now I can say the information which is out there there is still a lot which needs to be done in form of sensitizing people on what crypto is, how trading works. There is still a lot to be done, given that, again, when you look at the uptick of forex trading, all right, just the other day I was just looking at, when you look at the countries across Africa, for example, are you getting it?
Yeah.
And you look at some of the leading countries which has got the most retail traders, because for us we normally considered retail traders because we do it on a small scale. You'll realize the likes of developed countries, the likes of South Africa, the likes of Nigeria, they're among the ones who are being like talked much about. So I was like, where is Kenya featuring in? So when I looked at Kenya, I was like, okay, so it means now for us also to be to start featuring also in the global map. It means, first of all, that more about trading, more about crypto, people are yet to understand much about this investing, this type of investment, so which in turn leads us now as trainers and educators to give people much needed relevant information, and also give them the necessary guidance on how actually they can take part and how they can take part and invest in such kind of ventures.
Okay.
Sure.
David, it's your third time, you said, in Kenya? Second time in Kenya. What are some of the emerging issues that you have monitored within the framework of online trading that you feel are of concern to you and any other sector player?
Okay, that's a great question. And I don't want to just say it's, for Kenya. I would say it will be, worldwide, because, we have people that's all over the world that's following our, our trainings. But the number one, thing I want to clear the air, to make sure for anybody that's thinking, okay, this is a scam, or, can you take losses? Here's the thing. Us as humans are greedy. And if I can teach you how to make money on your cell phone or your computer, and it's pretty simple, you may push it and greed may play a part. So, the problems I see, in this space is us being greedy. When I say us, because there are losses. This is a risk. This is an investment. Any investment, you're in, for anybody in the business world, that, an investment is a risk. It can be in real estate, it could be whatever investment, you basically, you're risking your money to basically, to multiply it, if that makes sense. So one of the number one reasons, I see people fail is because, they give up. Rome wasn't built in a day, and, it's a process. Everybody's journey is different. When I first started, I wasn't what you call a big time trader. I'll just give you, for example, this is my third day in Kenya today, and on my way traveling here, I made $900 US. Yesterday, sitting in the lobby, I made $1,100 US. On my way to the studio, I made about $300 US. So in the space of 3 days,
on your way here,
and yep, it's on my phone.
200. I mean, you were on your way to my studio.
It was all on my cell phone.
Yeah.
So, being mobile and being, having access to this, because think about it, most people spend about 90% of the day on their cell phone, believe it or not. I've seen you here, and you looked at your cell phone here and there. Most people spend 90% of the day on their cell phone. So why not make money from your cell phone instead of going on Facebook or YouTube and looking at stuff where you're helping other people make money? Put that time in yourself, learn the skill set, and basically follow what we as educators teach you.
Okay. I've been looking at my phone because people have been tweeting and asking queries. And one here, Jim Star, is saying, and this is a question to you, Wycliffe, isn't Forex trading gambling imeenda shule, the bougie form of gambling? What would you have to say to Jim?
Wow. Thank you so much, Jim, and thank you so much for the question, because that's actually the type of question which so many people usually ask a lot. And this is how I normally put it, all right? You see, if you are in Forex without skills, that's gambling. Forex plus skills becomes a profession. All right? Now,
Take that up again, kindly.
Sorry?
Take that up again.
Forex.
Backbenchers or just here?
Okay, good. Forex without skills is gambling. Forex with skills is a profession.
There you go.
Now, for Jimmy, and also for the remaining young people, for the remaining guys maybe who might be disturbed by differentiating between Forex and gambling, my colleague just mentioned that the major participants or the huge institutions which normally take part in this business are the banks, the major banks, right? Government institutions, the central banks. So my question goes, if it was gambling, do you think a whole central bank of a particular country will gamble with other people's money?
There you go.
Absolutely no. All right? So what have they done? These people have actually hired trained personnel, highly skilled personnel, are you getting, to be running their Forex trading platforms. So what's the difference? For them, they have hired highly skilled personnel to be running their trading platforms. And the same thing, which also we have been talking about, for you to take part in this business, and which majority, especially for the young people and also for so many people whom I've come across, they usually try as much as they can to avoid the learning bit, right?
Yeah.
And in our business, you cannot avoid the learning bit. You actually need to go through it. Once you go through it, then now you'll be able now to enjoy the fruits which actually we are talking about. So you need skills.
You need the skill.
Yes.
And for us to get the proper fruit at the end of the day, and I'm coming to you, David, with this, what is required of the enabling environment in any country for Forex trading, be it even online, to thrive?
So first and foremost, with anything you do, first you have to set a goal, and with goals there are plans to back it up. I tell my students all the time, a goal without plans is just a dream. If you want to make it a reality, you have to have the plans to back it up. That's like me coming and saying, hey, I want to buy a new house, and then I just leave it like that. If you say you want to buy a new house, what's the plans behind it? Do I need to put aside some extra funds? Should I invest in whatever the case may be? So you have plans to back it up to make that goal achievable. So in Forex, you have to set a goal.
Yeah.
Is it okay? Do you want to be retired at whatever age?
At 32.
At 32.
Yeah.
Do you want to make an extra 1,000 a week, an extra 500 a week, extra 200, whatever it is? You have to have those goals, and then the plans to back it up. Okay, am I gonna study with an educator for 2 to 3 hours a week, 30 minutes a day, whatever it is? Have some realistic plans to back it up. Most people think they're gonna come in and get rich overnight. It doesn't work like that. You have to put in the time, set your goals, and you basically achieve them with the plans you have in place. And that's really, not just in trading, that's in life general. Whatever you have your mind set on, you basically have to have the plans to back it up.
Is there anything like a new normal around the online Forex trading sector in the wake of COVID-19, Weekly? Or even David, either one of you can chip in on this.
So I'll add on to this, because this has been perfect, for the situation. Like I said, I'm from the Bahamas. So I've been, back and forth between the Bahamas, and Dallas, Texas, and throughout this whole COVID situation, guess what? We still make money because we have internet, we have a phone or a laptop, and the markets in our closed. So here's the thing: every day, anybody or anywhere in the world, when they go to work, what do? They go to work to get what? Paid. Would you work for free? It just depends, right? After you're retired.
Very tricky question. I feel very vulnerable right now.
But here's the thing. Nobody, goes to work for free. So when you work, guess what you do? You get paid, and you use that money to do what? To spend. If it's for paying bills, if it's to go shopping, if it's to whatever. So money cycles. Is a cycle. So and this is everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
So that's foreign exchange. You spending money. Now this is one country. Everybody's not going to stay in one country. When you go to another country, basically it fluctuates. The currency, the value exchange, everything is a cycle. You know, politics, you know, the economy, all that stuff, you know, it either strengthens or weakens that particular country. So when that country is either strong or weak, whatever country in Forex is against that country during the exchange, they either gain value or lose value. So with this whole COVID situation, basically being in the midst of your own house while we're locked down or on curfew, the market's still open. So if you have that skill set like us, we were still able to make money while we were locked down, or even while people are losing jobs, we're still making money.
All right. We'll be getting more insight from the two gentlemen when it comes to online Forex trading. And kindly, if you do have a question, hit us up on our social media platforms at KBC Channel 1, hashtag Good Morning Kenya. It's still Entertainment Thursday. From where I'm sitting, I can see a gentleman who kind of sort of looks like Guardian Angel, but these masks are deceiving people. So he will be with us in just a short while. But for now, we are taking a break and we'll be back with much more in just a moment. Good morning.